G'day guys, my name's Dave and welcome to another Guitar Zero to Hero song tutorial. In this lesson, I'm going to teach you how to play the acoustic version of Times Like These by the Foo Fighters. This lesson is based off the acoustic version in this video that you see here, and I'll leave a link to that in the description below. Now, if you want to master your chords back to front, then be sure to head over to guitarzerotohero.com to pick up my free guitar ebook. Or if you want to improve in your guitar and your fingerpicking, then check out GZ2H Premium, which is my complete step-by-step guitar course. For the basics of this song, you'll just need your guitar in standard tuning and you won't need a capo. Let's jump into the lesson. Okay, so let's start with the intro, which is actually fairly easy, but because of some of the little variations, it might seem trickier than it actually is. So it's just based around a D chord, and our strumming pattern at its core is going to go like this. Down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down. But what's going to make this sound more special is when we lift our index finger on certain strums. So the highlighted strums that I have down here, we're actually going to momentarily lift our index finger for that particular strum and then put it back down after we've done. It's on all these highlighted down strums here. So it might be a little bit confusing, but just try to do it slow. And if you've got a good sense of timing and rhythm, then it just might come a lot more naturally. So I'll do it slowly. Down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down. So notice how I've lifted my index finger only on those highlighted strums, and then I've quickly put it down. So one more time. Down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down. Now, if that little index finger thing is too hard for you, then you can just play the regular D chord with the strumming pattern, and that should get you by. But a little bit faster with the index finger. Next, let's move on to the verse, and there's 4 lines of chords here. So we're going to start with the D chord here. Now the strumming pattern's going to change. It's going to go down, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. So we're going to do that once for the D, then we're going to go to the A minor and play that for one strumming pattern. But on the highlighted up strum, we're actually going to take our pinky finger and put it on the 3rd fret of the 1st string. So the A minor, and then we're going to go to a C chord, but this is a shorter strumming pattern. So it's just down, down, up, down, up. And again, on that highlighted up strum, we're going to take our pinky finger and put it on that 3rd fret of the 1st string. So the C. And then we go to an E minor chord. And again, on the highlighted up strum, we're going to take our pinky finger, but instead of putting it on the 3rd fret of the 1st string, we're going to put it on the 3rd fret of the 2nd string. So that's it for the first line of chords, which sounds like this. For the second line of chords, we're playing that D chord with the same strumming pattern that we had in the intro, with that index finger on and off thing. The 3rd line of chords is the same as the 1st line of chords, and then the 4th line of chords is that intro D riff played through twice, not just once. So that's it for the verse, and it sounds like this all together. And that's it for the verse. And again, for that, intro riff of the D, if taking that index finger on and off is too hard for you or too confusing, just play the D by itself with that strumming pattern. So next we move on to the chorus, which is really easy. We're going to start with the C. Now we're going to play this with the down, down, up, down, up. And again, on the highlighted up strum, we're going to do some things with our pinky finger. So for this first line of chords, our pinky finger will go on the 3rd fret of the 2nd string. So C. And then the same thing will happen with the E minor. And then we'll go to a D and play that just for one strumming pattern. So the first line of chords. That first line of chords is played through 3 times, and then for the second line of chords, we have a C, but on that highlighted up strum, our pinky is going to the 3rd fret of the 1st string. And we're doing the same thing with E minor. And that's the end of the chorus. So in total. And then we go back into the intro riff. Now the next thing we need to learn is the bridge, which is really simple. There's just 3 chords. It's a D, and then a C, and then a G/B. So it's the same as a G, except we're not hitting the 6th string. We just strum from the 5th string onwards. Now the timing in the bridge might confuse some people, and that's because it's in 7/4 timing. So there's 7 quarter notes in each bar. So you got to count it like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. So that just gets repeated through twice in the bridge. And the final thing we need to learn is the final chorus, which is just that main line of chords, the C, E minor, and D. Now, with that stuff that you do with the pinky, it really is kind of up to you whether you want to do it on the 2nd string or on the 1st string, whatever sounds better for you. This one, or this one. That's something that you can just kind of pick and choose in that last chorus as it just repeats again and again. So that's everything for the main rhythm, which is really nice and simple. Now I'll just quickly teach you the lead line in the bridge. So for the lead line, again, we are in 7/4 timing here. So we count 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Or you can count 1 to 7, it's up to you. Now to play this riff, we're gonna start with open D string, and then ring finger on the 12th fret of the D string, down to 10th fret, and then open D again. So those first 4 notes. And then we're gonna go up to the 12th fret of the 3rd string, and then 11th fret of the 3rd string. So those first 6 notes. And we're just gonna repeat that again and then hold out that last 11th fret note. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and by itself. And that's it for the bridge riff. So now I'll be doing a full playthrough of the song, and I'll have a vocal track on top for some context. Big thanks to my friend Eric for lending his awesome vocals to this playthrough. Feel free to play this back as many times as you'd like to practice, play along to, and see how you go.
again. It's times like these you learn to love again. It's times like these, time and time again.
Thanks so much for watching. If you've enjoyed this lesson, then I know you'll absolutely love these other lessons too. So hit the link here. Or if you want to grab a copy of my free guitar ebook, then head over to guitar0tohero.com or click the link here. Thanks so much, and I'll see you guys next time on Guitar Zero to Hero. Cheers.